Hey empaths, welcome to numerologist.com. It's me, Vannessa from Beyond Your Sun Sign. This is your reading for August 10th to August 17th. Let's get started. Okay, so we are shaking off last week. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now think of a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the reason why I called you guys empaths this week is because this is really going to be the week where you start to realize how empathic you are. The devil card tried to pop out and then it got pushed back in, which symbolizes to me that it is time to recognize that there's a connection that you have, a codependency with a narcissist, with somebody who's, that coin term narcissism that empaths seem to attract in, that is here really trying to get your attention, but your subconscious keeps pushing them back in, saying, I refuse to look at it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is your week to just look at this person and say, okay, maybe you're more destructive than positive in my life. Maybe you are just a lesson for me to heal from my abusive relationship with an ex or with my parents. What is this person's purpose in your life, and why are they acting like such a clear mirror for what's going on internally for you? This is your week to do that work. If you thought, and that goes for everybody, if you thought of card number 1, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is your connection. This is your narcissist that's sucking you dry. And you know what? Even if it is like a child, they are probably the most narcissistic, right? It's all about me, especially when it comes to that paternal bond. They seem to feel like they can just take and pull because that is sort of the relationship that was established from birth. But it is time to put up boundaries, because what the mother figure does is nurtures the child enough for them not to look for it out in the world. And what the father parental role does, that masculine role does, it says, okay, there's a world outside of the mother. Now you have to apply that nurturing into the world. So this Knight of Cups is kind of like a child figure to you. Definitely somebody that you feel protective over, probably the same Knight of Cups from the reading last week. And this Knight of Cups, this young water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, is draining you. Is that devil card energy that's just pulling you, an energy vampire. You're not getting enough give and take with this person. So this is your week to start putting up the boundaries. And all you have to do is say no once, and it shifts everything. This person is so intuitive and so psychic that they're going to feel your energy anyways. They're going to feel that you're starting to get a little bit fed up. You might as well just put that one word down like a brick that says no, and then keep building that wall up that just says, okay, we can have coexistence, but I'm going to stay on this side of the wall and you stay on that side of the wall, but we'll do we'll look over at each other constantly and we'll still be connected. If you chose card number 2, there's the King of Swords that popped out face down, and then 2 cards were face up, and then these 2 cards were face down on top. So these 2 cards are blocking the energy of the King of Swords, but the King of Swords is that narcissistic energy. That's the person that is draining you, and this is a masculine air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, of course. So masculine air sign, the 2 cards that were face down on top of them is the 6 of Cups, so feeling overly responsible for this King of Swords, feeling like you have to be doing it all, but they're just they don't care. Like the air signs, like I'm a double air, so I'll attest to this. The air signs, unless they have some sort of water moon or rising or even water Venus, a lot of times emotions are optional. I choose not to care about that, so I'm moving on. Here you are busting your butt trying to get their attention, trying to overly give to them emotionally, like it's your sole duty, and they they choose whether or not they want to receive your love or not. It's optional for them. And you know that. The High Priestess says, hey, you have more wisdom, you have more understanding than this King of Swords. Why are you playing yourself? Why are you doing this to yourself? Stop giving so much to the King of Swords. They are draining you dry. They have narcissistic tendencies. They're taking advantage of your empathy. They're taking advantage of your love. And it's time to now implant the love that you've been trying to give this King of Swords. Plant it right back into yourself where it belongs. Pull it back in. Love yourself a little bit more. And the King of Swords, the King of I was going to say the King of Thorns, because they're literally a thorn in your side. The King of Swords will eventually get the hint and start to treat you the way that you're now receiving the love from yourself and saying, this is how I want to be treated. This is how I want to be loved. You have to turn it inward. If you chose card number 3, face up is the 10 of Pentacles. So unfortunately, your narcissistic energy this week is this need to feel like you're the sole provider for your family. This need to feel that it all falls on you financially, time-wise, energy-wise. You're the one that takes on the brunt of everything, and you've decided to put yourself in this leadership position. This is something that you decided to do, whether or not it feels like it. If you trail back, there will be an instance where you're like, oh yeah, I guess me doing that really did kind of signal to the rest of my family that I'm going to take the lead on this. Or maybe it's just the gender norms. It's just sort of a position that you've been thrust into. This is your narcissistic energy that is draining you. Putting up boundaries is the theme for this week, okay? If you guys need help figuring out specifically how to put up the boundaries for each situation, send me a message with your card number and we'll get to work. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Hey guys, thank you so much again for watching this week's tarot video. As always, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. Also, if you're interested in learning more about tarot cards and how they can help you in your life, click the link in the description box below and just open up your world to tarot.